Hey, what's up guys? Thank you for clicking on the video. We have got so much stuff going on right now. I got meal prep over there, got my laundry over there. I need to eat right now. Friday night turn up, right? And it is going to be such a fantastic day tomorrow. Let me tell you why. I know you're wondering. You're like, why is tomorrow going to be fantastic? Every time that damn microwave. Hopefully you know this by now, but Parmesan cheese on green beans, delicious.
You'll win some.
Anyway, tomorrow morning I plan on doing a mock meet, which is exciting. I finally am going to be testing my strength. I've been talking about this for months and months, and it is time for me to put my money where my mouth is. Now, if you've been on this channel for a while, you know how this goes. I hype it up, I suck, I get mad, I complain, and then I get over it. But hopefully, we start a new trend here, and I hit some decent weights. But with that being said, what I'm trying to do is really eat my way into this thing. So really making sure I'm going in well fed, therefore I will have the most amount of strength as possible. So I have not been counting macros whatsoever for the last week or so. I've really just been eating, not as much as I can obviously, but really making sure I'm going to bed full every single day. And I'm up about 1.5 pounds since I've been doing this. No big deal. I just want to make sure that, you know, I give it everything that I can. And by eating the most amount of food and just being well nourished and well fed going into this thing, hopefully I will see the best results. So the first thing on the menu is going to be this burger, and I think there's a misconception out there that when you have a big workout, your big meal should be your pre-workout meal like 2 to 3 hours before. And in my opinion, that is just not enough time for the food to get in your system. And not to mention, if you eat a huge meal before a huge workout, you're gonna feel like crap. So what I try to do is really load up on food the night before, then I'll go into the gym early on and I'll be well fueled. So next up we have what looks to be about 800 grams of russet potato, and shout out to my boy Riley for teaching me a new way to bake these potatoes. So put them in the oven at 400 for about 50 minutes, straight on the rack, face down, and then put some butter on top of them. Amazing. You guys know I eat potatoes all the time, so sometimes they get a little bit bland, especially when you're making them in the microwave. So if you have the time, try that method. They will taste so much better. Protein brownie. I've made a lot of great protein brownies in my day, but this has got to be top 5. Quest bar, Whoppers. You know, I think that'll do it. I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Hello! So here I am awake 2 hours before my alarm went off. So, about 4 o'clock this morning, I wake up and my calves start cramping up. And this has happened before. It is extremely painful, but what usually happens is they'll cramp up and they'll loosen up and I'll go back to sleep and everything will be fine when I wake up. Well, of course, today being the day that it is, they don't loosen up at all. My calves hurt so bad and I have no idea. This has never happened in the long term before. Out of all days, guys, out of all days, but I kind of got to make the best of it. I have to get this workout in today because tomorrow I volunteered for a charity event months and months ago. We've been doing a lot of planning and a lot of work towards it, so it's not like I can just skip this. I can't do this mock meet during the week because it'll take too much time. I only have like an hour during the week. The struggle. So really what I've been doing this whole time is kind of walking around the house trying to loosen them up a little bit, and I've been rolling them out for like 30 minutes. Now obviously this really has the potential to limit things. Squat, bench, and deadlift are all going to be affected if I have tight calves. I can hardly get in the squat position right now, but I'm hoping I can just go into the gym and loosen up a little bit. See, this is like payback for never training my calves. They're finally getting back to me, even though some of you guys think I train my calves every day, because I realize I do have big calves. And some people ask me how I did it. It is all genetics. If you guys were to ever see my dad, his calves are like twice the size of me, and that dude doesn't even lift. If it ain't broke, don't break it. So we're gonna start out with some puff wheat cereal and some poverty milk. Of course, apple banana. Is the mic on? Is the mic on? Okay. I've got good news. My calves still feel absolutely awful, but here's the good news. is they could potentially feel better by the time I get to the gym. That's what I'm banking on. Hopefully I have some like good karma coming my way. But you guys know I gotta have some product placement in this video, so I'm gonna be taking my branched chain amino acids, as well as, you guys probably already saw it, but I'm gonna be taking some alphamine and high volume. I got it right here in my fancy little shaker cup. So I don't know how I'm gonna time everything because I'm gonna probably spend like an hour getting ready for a big lift, you know? I don't know. My life's in shambles right now, guys. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I'm at the gym. Butterflies are starting to kick in. A little bit nervous, but more excited than anything. So let's go hit some PRs. Okay guys, work with me for a second. I get why you're here. I see the view counts, you just care about the food, you do not care about my lifting, but for like 5 seconds, entertain me because these were the best lifts of my entire life. And if you've already seen these, thank you very much for watching the video earlier in the week, but do you guys know that all my videos throughout the week also include food? It's not just this Sunday morning video, so I'd appreciate it if you guys come and watch every video. And if you already do that, please comment below so I can thank you. But nonetheless, enjoy these very quick clips. See guys, that wasn't so bad. Now pancakes. So I love pancakes and I love fruit, but I typically don't like fruity pancakes. But I thought adding strawberries to the top would make a potentially better thumbnail picture. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice to win, guys. But the cool thing about using strawberries in the batter is that it gives you a lot more volume, very low calorie. I still probably prefer using pumpkin, but it's what I had, so I figured I'd try it out. So you can definitely tell I'm an accountant by how sloppy my handwriting is, but I'm somewhat kidding by what I wrote up on the board, even though I am not tracking any macros today. And a lot of times you guys will watch these videos and I'll just be eating like a complete idiot. I'll be eating anything and everything, and some of that is just to entertain you guys. And I do have days like that, I'm not gonna lie. And some of you might argue that last night was one of those days, which I would disagree with because I did have a purpose. I was trying to get as many calories in as possible to feed performance today, which I think I did a pretty good job of, even though I ate like, 800 calories just in Oreos before I went to bed, but that's okay. So typically what I will do is when I have like a special event going on or something like that, I will just not track macros, just one more thing to worry about that I don't really want to think about, and then I would just eat sensibly. And I think that's what a lot of it comes down to. It's just common sense. So I think tracking macros is great, and I prefer to do it on most days, but some days, I'm just like, not really feeling it today. So I think some people are so rigid and so scared to not track macros one day, and you will be fine if you do not track. I can promise you. I would actually challenge you, not track your macros one day and just eat sensibly, and I guarantee you that your weight will not shoot up. You will not get extremely fat from not tracking your macros. Now, it's definitely more optimal, more precise, but if you have a few days where you don't track your macros, you will be fine. I can promise you that. So, I picked these up at the grocery today. Now, if you live in the United States, you need to speak 2 languages primarily, English and marketing, and I got marketed hard. Anything that says Weight Watchers on, you're spending way too much money. I think this box was like $4, but dark chocolate mint ice cream, that's pretty decent. Well, at least it sounds decent. So we're gonna see 60 calories for one of these. I think that's what it said, maybe? That's right, no, yes, that's it. So I was just about to take a bite, and I hate eating on camera as it is, but especially something like this, that ain't happening. So I'd feel pretty comfortable recommending these, and it's 3 smart points. And everyone wants to talk about Weight Watchers nowadays, right? I would beat everybody at Weight Watchers. I would gather so many points. I wouldn't even be close. Click it or ticket. I am not too proud to admit the things I'm not good at: singing, talking, spelling, all types of things. And one of the major things is a homeowner. I am the worst homeowner ever. I'm not handy at all, but unfortunately sometimes I have to come to places like Home Depot and buy crap that I don't want. So I got a pretty ideal parking spot for this video right now. I'm gonna actually go inside of Joseph A. Bank right there, pick myself up some swag, and by swag I mean clothes only your grandfather would wear. But after that, what I'm gonna do, and I hate to do this to you guys, because when I do full day of eating videos, I try to make them interesting, unique things, but there is a Chipotle right next door, okay? So that's the first problem. Second problem is I have a huge craving for Chipotle. The third problem, and this is where you guys are just gonna let me go with it, and you guys are gonna be okay with this because I have a $10 Chipotle gift card. So essentially it's free Chipotle right next door. You couldn't pass that up either. One of the great things about Chipotle being busy is that you end up getting a ton of food because they're just throwing the stuff in the bowl. They're just trying to get you through the line. And a lot of times I'll just order it through the app, but I kind of like to monitor my Chipotle sometimes. So went with the bowl. We got, I don't know, chicken, white rice, black beans, tomato, corn, cheese, all that fun stuff. And when people are tracking macros, I always laugh when they'll get a bowl like this size and they're like, oh yeah, I just think it's like one serving of everything. Probably like 600 calories in this bowl. That's why people love Chipotle, because they convince themselves that the macros are fantastic, when really, I mean, it's probably like a Big Mac. Well, actually, a Big Mac would be a lot more macro friendly than this. So I did go ahead and get the bowl, but wait. I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know here. Get more food by getting the bowl, and you get a burrito on the side for free, and then just wrap up your own burrito. The only thing is, you don't get the magical Chipotle burrito rollers, and then you end up with something like this, but I guess it all tastes the same. I know that I've shown you this protein pudding recently, but the consistency of this stuff is just amazing. And like I said, I know it's weird with the color, but just ignore the color. It is so good. It's just because there's blueberries in here. Anyway, we gotta speed this up because I bet you that this is a long video. All the footage that I have. I try not to make videos over 10 minutes because you guys are busy people and I don't want to take up too much of your time. But come on, when I'm showing you recipes like this, hopefully it's worth it. And hopefully there's like some good music or something in this video. Like what's in the background right now. Like just some like feel-good tunes. Yeah, it's worth it. But yeah, either way, let's call it a video. You guys have seen enough food and I'm going to bed here pretty soon. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You guys could have been doing anything and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. Or probably more than a few minutes. This video was forever long, more than likely. But seriously, that's pretty cool. And thank you for watching me lift for, 5 seconds. If you guys want to come join me during the week, you're always welcome. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. That really does help me out a lot. And I look forward to talking to you guys next time. I think that we finally made some gains.